Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Our next guest is, believe it or not, 10 years old and she has already acted in 6 movies. She has just been nominated for an Oscar for her latest performance as the child Lisbeth Salander in Martin Scorsese's Lisbeth, a prequel to the wildly popular Girl with the Dragon Tattoo series. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the amazing Cooper Crane. It's good to have you on the show.
It's good to be here.
You are.
I know.
You are huge. You could be an Oscar winner in a few weeks.
Yeah.
You are. How old?
I just turned 10, which is 25.4 in the metric system. So in Canada, you know.
In Canada you are.
A little older.
Tell me about this movie. Was it a little intimidating to play a character as iconic as Lisbeth?
Well, I've been wanting to play Lisbeth for almost 5 years now, and the whole character has been a passion of mine for.
But you were 10.
Yeah.
5 years is half your life.
I guess you're right. But really, as soon as I read Stieg Larsson's book, I believe it came out in 2005. I read it a couple of years later.
You were born.
I was born in 2002. I was a little young, I guess, when the book first came out, but when I did read it, I thought, wow. I can relate to this character deeper than anything I've ever read before.
And the other movies? Did you see them?
Of course. Noomi Rapace did an amazing job in the Swedish trilogy. Later Rooney Mara did great with David Fincher's remake. But I think there were some dimensions of Lisbeth in the books that neither film quite brought out. They toned it down. And that's why we needed this prequel. Lisbeth as a child. How Lisbeth Salander became Lisbeth Salander. It's all about her trauma. And I am so glad I got to work with Marty on this. Marty doesn't pull any punches.
Marty, of course, being?
Martin Scorsese. Bright new talent behind the camera.
Bright. New.
I am joking? Of course I've studied his classics. Like Taxi Driver, and The Last Temptation of Christ. But he's really such a good craftsman. He's very detailed and thorough. His knowledge of filmmaking is phenomenal. In this movie, I really think we brought out the best in each other.
You and Martin Scorsese brought out the best in each other.
Yes. I think it was a good collaboration. We'll be rooting for each other on Oscar night, but he already is one, for The Departed.
We'll all be rooting for you.
Thanks. It'd be a good antidote to my mid-career crisis.
Mid-career what?
I've done a lot of acting, you know? I've been doing this for half my life. Recently Quentin Tarantino was telling me he's tired of directing. We might team up and produce an animated series.
Oh my. What kind of animated series?
I think I've already said too much.
Wow. You sure you're 10?
Let me check my watch.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.
Ladies and gentlemen, Cooper Crane.